Hello and welcome back to Wellness Wednesdays. If you are new here, my name is Jaleesa J. And if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back. Wellness Wednesday is my channel where I discuss everything wellness. Today's video we're going to get into is going to be talking about budgets and yeah, budgets. So it's a continuation of a series that I started, financial wellness. I am on a journey to become debt free. So a part of my financial wellness, journey involves, of course, coming with a budget. So you have to have a budget in order for you to be successful in your financial wellness journey. And if that's something that you're interested in watching, go ahead and stick around and we'll get right into it. So, before we get started, I want you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a video. Y'all, we are talking about budgets. The big B word, outside of that other B word, is budgets. So for me and my financial wellness journey, I feel like it was imperative that you get on a strict and strategic budget. Y'all, my journey has not been easy. Budgeting is not easy. I have tried all the budgets, maybe not, because when I first started budgeting back in the day, a few years back, it was a different type of budget. Now we got other types of budgets and this budget and that budget. But all in all, I have, which I think I have, Lord, I hope I did, found a budget that works for me. So in my budgeting journey, what I actually did to start my actual budget is that I went through, because at first when you start your budget, you have to find out, okay, well, where's my money going? Where am I spending all this money? So what I've done is I have listed all of the bills and the debt that I pay, or that I'm in, the debt that I'm in and the bills that I pay, vice versa. So I went through, and I'm going to show y'all. I'm being transparent with y'all because y'all my fam, Wellness Wednesday family. Join it. If you're not a part of it, join my Wellness Wednesday family. Anyway, so this is what I've done. I have listed all of my bills and when they're due. In order for me to do that, I, just went through all my apps, everything, then went through my bank account to see what was coming out as far as bills. Now, I tackled a whole nother monster this weekend as far as trying to see where my real money is actually going, like outside of bills. I might have to turn this budget video into part 2 because I had an eye opener this past weekend. But anywho, getting back on subject, I listed all of my bills to find out how much I was paying in bills. I did that because I wanted to see where, my money was going. Outside of the extra spending and extra stuff that I was doing, I wanted to see where my money was going. So once I listed all my bills, I seen some bills that actually I really don't need at this moment, because I am outside of my debt-free journey. I am on another journey that also requires me to be on a strict budget. And if you guys want to know about that journey, let me know in the comments. If you want to know about the journey that I'm taking right now that requires me to be on a very strict budget. But within doing that, it opened up my eyes to see, okay, maybe you don't need X, Y, and Z. Maybe you can cut back on X, Y, and Z, and to help me save money. This doesn't work for everybody. I'm more of a visual person. I have to see everything in front of me. I'm a hands-on, so I like to get in. I get in with the nitty-gritty for my budget. So anyway, so after I did that, I also I took a calendar, and this was offered to me or suggested to me by a good friend of mine, co-worker. Her name is Whitney, told me about, getting a calendar, and once you get the calendar, you write down when your bills are due on this calendar. So that also helped me with the next budget. So what I did was, I took a blank calendar, and with the calendar, you just print one out from, Microsoft or whatever, and you write down the due dates of all of your bills. So then that gives you like a roadmap of, okay, so if I get paid the 1st, the 15th, and the 30th, all the bills that are in between, then that helps you to come up with a budget for yourself. So if you know that one paycheck, say if you got paid on those 3 paychecks, you got paid on the 1st, so everything from the 1st to the 15th, whatever bills is in there, that's what you pay, and then do what you feel is necessary for the extra money, which is saving, putting it towards debt or anything of that nature, and then the next set of bills from the 15th to the 30th, or what have you, so on and so forth. So that's mainly how I do my budget. So if I get paid twice a week. I mean, twice a week, I wish. Woo! I get paid twice a month. So for me, I make sure that I have money to cover the bills in the beginning of the month and money for the bills at the end of the month. So with that being said, I also tried using, which didn't really work for me. Sorry if you hear my notes in the background, which didn't work for me. I tried using one of these papers here, just because you try to different budgets. It's a bi-weekly budget worksheet. So I tried using it, but I feel like it didn't work for me only because it's hard to guesstimate how much you're going to get paid because your pay fluctuates. At least my pay fluctuates. So with that being said, I didn't use that. I didn't stick to that. What I did stick to is continually, as bills and debt go away, I continually update my list on my debts and my bills. Also go through and if I can add extra payment, I have a category where on the side where if I add an extra payment to a bill, I'll add it on there. And these are some of the tips that I just picked up from other YouTubers that do budgets and everything. So after I go through all of my I update my bill and debt page, then I update my calendar. So of course the calendar changes only because of when your pay changes, and so my pay is not on the same date every month. So I could get paid in the very beginning of the month, like in the first couple of days of the month, or I can get paid almost close to the middle of the month, and then definitely towards the end of the next month. So that's pretty much how I do that budget. Let me get back to my notes. What I want to give you guys is some tips also. If you're just starting out with budgeting, I want you to never focus on what can I say? I don't want you to focus so much on I don't want you to focus so much on the style. I want you to find something that works best for you, because not all budgets work for everybody. Some people get paid bi-weekly like some people get paid once a month, some people get paid every week. So you have to find that budget that works right with you. Trust me, I used to work, my last place of employment, I used to work, I get paid every week. So I know that budget as well. I tried that budget as well. It was difficult trying to budget a weekly budget. But make sure you're focusing, staying focused on your goal, because at the end of the day, the reason why you're doing this budget is because you have an end goal. You want to focus on that end goal. My next tip for you is don't quit on this budgeting. Yes, budgeting can be hard, it could be a pain, it could be a headache, but at the end of the day, you have to focus on your end goal and why you're doing this in the first place. Also, never forget to reward yourself. Yes, you want to reward yourself. Reward yourself for, okay, so you're budgeting and you decided you want to save $5,000, $1,000, and you reached your goal. You can reward yourself. I'm not saying go blow the whole 1,000 or 500. I'm not, or 5,000. I'm just saying reward yourself. Say, hey, good job. Treat yourself to something that's not going to take you out of your budget. Keep that in mind. You don't want to, reward yourself to the point where I done blew my budget. That's defeating the purpose. But do something within your budget and reward yourself. So, if you've liked this video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Come back next week, same time, 7 o'clock. This may or may not be my last financial wellness video. I think I'm going to do a part 2. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2 on budgeting. And in the comments. And I definitely, see what I can work out as far as some content. I got y'all. But definitely come back next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.